This first clip, I don't know if you guys have seen this one before. This is from Kentucky, I believe. Troops writing a crash report. You can see it's wet out, carrying the paperwork back and forth. He got out of that one pretty luckily. Bumps and bruises with that one. Within the same month, they did lose a trooper within the same month, basically the exact same scenario. So the RAV4 that spun out and hit him was coming back from a weekend concert festival thing. They pulled mushrooms and some other stuff out of the vehicle. So a few things going on with that one. This next clip might be familiar. This is from here, 694 35E, spin out. Videos from the troopers' dash cam. That's it's a great clip. I mean, it's here. It's from here, so that helps. Keeps it relevant. Happy ending. The deputy got out of that. Okay, some bumps and bruises. It also it shows a number of just sort of key safety points right in this clip. What's the initial incident? A spin out. What are the road conditions? Wet. What's the visibility? They're in a curve. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but they're in a curve. What happens? Another vehicle spins out. Where does that vehicle spin out? Goes the exact same place that the first one did. So if the road conditions are there to cause the first crash, don't be surprised you don't get another one in the exact same spot. What are they out there doing? Who do you see in the picture? You see the deputy, you see the civilian. What are they doing? Well, they're looking at the car. What are they going to do? Are they going to pull this out themselves? No, they got to wait for the tow truck to get there. Where's the trooper at? Well, the trooper's in her squad. Maybe it's coincidental, maybe not. That is something that the troopers get drilled into them when they go to their rookie school or the cadet school, is that if you're not needed on foot, you stay in your vehicle, and you're going to be a lot better off with something around you. This is a clip from 494-52, about 1 o'clock. Keep an eye on the right lane up there. This is traffic backed up from the Lakota Bridge construction. So you got somebody basically going free flow into the back of the traffic queue. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, obviously not expecting there to be stopped traffic and obviously not looking ahead of them. Now the other element to this is you see how everybody's running out there to check for injuries in the vehicle. Just keep in mind that this is not going to be a stable scene. You still got the chance that the next guy is going to do the exact same thing, which is come flying in there. So always keep an eye on what your block is behind you and what it looks like coming.
Here you already have a trooper off on the right shoulder, so you figure they're probably pretty safe. Unfortunately, you got a van sliding in there. Again, off on the right shoulder. Trooper probably in the car, belted in, no injuries. You can see the driver of the van probably explaining where that little ice slick spot was back there, which made him slide into the trooper's vehicle. Here's another one. You had a spin out, and you got the trooper there, you got the driver of the vehicle. Keep your eyes coming up right here. Car decides to try to go left, but ends up going right instead, right into the accident scene. I'll play another...
430, we'll restart the ambulance. 1419.
You were coming!
You didn't get hit, did you?
Yes, I did outside my vehicle and seemed to be okay, but I need an ambulance.
Copy that. 23, copy.
Okay, so here's the dash cam. You got the trooper up here, and you got the driver of the original incident back here. You have a tendency to focus on this driver over here, but when they play it again, right there's the trooper. And he ended up being out for, I think, 4 or 5 months with knee and back injuries. Corporal Ted Foss. A lot of you are probably very familiar with this. A lot of publicity involved with this one. He's doing a routine traffic stop. He's standing at the driver's door. Minivan was going at a high rate of speed. While he's standing at the driver's door talking to the driver of the minivan, you got a FedEx truck coming up doing about 65 miles an hour. Just starts drifting over on the shoulder and ends up hitting Corporal Foss, who again was standing at the driver's door. Driver had been on the road since 4 o'clock. This incident happened about 2 in the afternoon. One thing significant here, visibility from the top of the hill to the crash, approximately half mile, and you can see some rumble strips across here. And Corporal Foss would have been visible for at least 27 seconds, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but if you're driving, count from 1 to 30, and that's a long time for a driver not to be paying attention when there's a squad sitting up ahead with lights activated. So you have Corporal Foss standing at the driver's door of the minivan. His squad's back here. FedEx truck strikes his squad first, then pushes forward, goes in, strikes Corporal Foss and the minivan, and pushes them off to the side. And you can't really see it from back there, but spare tire, keeper, key, pen, another key, and shells. So pretty wide debris field from the incident. And you can again see where Corporal Foss's vehicle was struck back here, pushed off to the side. Again, he was standing at the driver's door of the minivan and was pushed up under the FedEx truck. Just some views of his squad. Now, had he been inside, would he have survived? It's hard to tell because of the damage of the incident or of the vehicle itself. There's the minivan where he was standing there. Had he been standing on the passenger side, like the troopers do now, could he have survived? Maybe he would have seen it coming, maybe not. You know, one of those things you just never know.
Pay attention. This is a trooper. This is recent. Pay attention. The trooper responds to the scene, and it's a spin out south of the metro. With this scene, obviously it's a snow day. Conditions are horrible. We got spin outs. People are responding. Just pay attention. Makes contact with one that's already off the road, down in the ditch. Takes one look back at traffic. Going to make contact with the other principals involved. That's what happens when these people aren't paying attention. Those are the motorists that we deal with day in and day out. And it's not just law enforcement. If fire's on scene, EMS is on scene, that car's coming in, great if you got a fire truck there, but look at the impact. What you're wearing in hazardous weather makes a difference. We've got our high-vis clothing, very important situations like this. Just having high-vis clothing on in that situation could have made all the difference in the world. Might have caught that driver's attention from way back. Just, whoa, troopers outside the car, got to pay attention. The lights obviously didn't get him to slow down.
Good place to park your car. North 35W, over Industrial. Straight away, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's one of those areas, think about that funky wiggle we talked about if you're in law enforcement, you're responding to the scene. How you can control traffic coming up to this.
It's the same way I go to work every day. Straight away, there's a little bit of a hill that you come over, so you got about 3-4 seconds. No brake lights, no attempt to maneuver around it, just right into the back of it. Daydreaming, possibly. Distracted, looking at the cell phone maybe, screwing around with the radio, possibly. There's your trial lawyers, or your lawyer's definition, inattentional blindness. Basically, you got your eyes on the road, mind is somewhere else. Trooper definition, plenty of them out there. Watch out for the duo drivers at the scene. Don't be one yourself while you're responding. And just in your own personal driving. That's just one of those things. It's really easy to tune out when you're taking that same drive every day, going to work, coming home from work, going to school, whatever. It's really easy to tune out, but there's enough crazy stuff out there. Paying attention and keeping your eyes and your brain on the road is really what's going to save you. It's another one. South 35W from Bloomington into Burnsville, crash blocking the left lane. We'll get one coming there, coming fast in the left lane. Still got the turn signal on, no brakes, no brakes. There, we're hitting the brakes. Okay, no. That ain't going to stop us in time. You ought to be able to see that from the other side of the hill. We'll get another one coming in here, goes to the right, goes to the left. Yeah. Apparently it's a little slippery on that bridge, so you better call MnDOT.
What do you want those front drivers to do?
Well, fortunately, they had gotten back in their cars. Otherwise, they'd been out there walking around. If they were able to drive those vehicles,
no, I don't mean the people in the action. I mean, as people are coming up, do you want us as the driving public to try to drive around the accident, or is it better for us to stop?
Don't get sucked into it.
Okay.
If you can drive around it, drive around it. If you're a first responder and you want to check on it, maybe pull beyond it. Come back to it, but think about the geography that's involved. You're on a bridge deck. You're going to get out of your vehicle. Get out of the vehicle many times. It's glare ice. You can't even stand up. You really want to be there. Drive beyond it. Go through it. Trying to stop behind it, you're only going to make yourself a target.
Yeah, if you stop here, that's the escape valve for everybody else. You're doubling the chances you're going to get whacked. So I think trying to keep this area open as an escape route, it's probably going to be your best way to keep you from getting hit. So if you're in your own personal vehicle. Never overestimate the intelligence, competence of the other drivers out there. Half of all drivers are below average. Easily get 1,000 cars past your scene. All it takes is one of the 4 Ds. Drunk, drowsy, distracted, or just plain dumb. You can see where this one fits in here. We got a trooper behind blocking stall. Told the 2 vehicles there. You stop, you stop. Okay, second car back there. Maybe she sees the lights, maybe she doesn't. She's important. She's got places she's got to go. All she knows is something's in her way, and she's going to be smarter and go around all these other people. Now, hopefully she ain't flipping off the trooper for cutting her off. It's always possible. Happened in Hopkins. Road conditions cause the first crash. Expect more. If the tire tracks go past you, you're parked in the middle of the tire tracks. Expect another one to come through. Even if you're well off the road, they can still find you. The trooper and the Maplewood squad had just cleared. She had AAA coming for her. They had just cleared. And message goes out, she just got hit. Go back out there again. Pretty far off the road, but if she found herself there, somebody else found themselves there. It's a good example. This is a crash a few years ago in Ohio. Clear weather, it's a medical situation on the shoulder. Engine rides in with the ambulance, parked on the shoulder, kid having a seizure. We got a couple other vehicles with more family members in it, a lot of people on the shoulder. Semi-truck comes in, clips the back of the fire truck. There's the semi off in the distance, the semi that clipped him halfway up the hill. See, the fire truck did move forward some distance. She was probably parked back there. Did move forward. And there's the semi that hit him. No firefighters hurt. They're all inside the rig, belted. They were not needed at the scene. All they were doing was just sitting there as a portable shield until the ambulance was ready to clear. Traffic directions got to be clear. It's got to be firm. If a car can fit in the space, a car will fit in the space. Monkey see, monkey do. People will do what the car in front of them usually does. Sometimes that can be good. A lot of times it can be bad. Light pull down, troop, maintenance supervisor, first truck, plow truck. Ramp looks pretty well shut down. Oh, that's what you guys were doing. Oh, you didn't tell me there's a light pull down. Jeez. Yeah. All right. Troops getting out, checking the hat, checking the gun. Scott, you want to translate? This is where we wish we had microphones on the cameras. I always talk about taking a sound clip from Full Metal Jacket of the DI, and that's it's another one here. It's a little bit sped up, but crash, center right lane, troops in the right. The troop's going to readjust his squat a little bit. I think that he thinks that the toe's about ready to move. Blocking half the lane. Well, hey, if half the lane's open, it must be open. And look at him flying by on the shoulder there, too. Just typical. Okay. No, we didn't want that right lane open. Going to close that. Uh-oh, getting the cones out. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, go. Oh, no. That's not what we had in mind. Now we got the hand on the gun. So if there's space, if a car can fit there, a car will do it, and monkey see, monkey do. Just a couple of real basic things. High-vis clothing. Picture shows firefighter turnouts vest, turnouts, chief, officer, FMO. You can see who you can see there. This is from University of Michigan. This was a little study that they did. Regular street clothes at night visible about 170 feet away. Unfortunately, it takes between 180 to 420 feet to stop a vehicle at 35 to 60. So by the time they've seen you, they're here, and you're in trouble. High vis, just a class 2, visible from over close to 900 feet away. You want to be on this side, not on that side of the vehicle. There's a